Yeah, I mean, for 25 years, I've lived my life in line with the typical path and expectations that are set within modern society. You start off by doing well in school, then you get your degree, then you find a decent paying job, and you do all that while trying your best to be a good person. And after accomplishing all that, I still find myself with a feeling of emptiness in my soul, like something is still missing. And it's not like I'm not actively trying to search for the answers. I work on bettering myself both mentally and physically every day. And while doing so really does help in creating a better day-to-day life, it doesn't answer the big, unavoidable questions that keep you up at night. Why am I here? And what is my purpose? So I took a step back and I analyzed what it is that I'm doing or failing to do as an attempt to get closer to answering those questions. And the conclusion that I've come to is that I'm not taking enough action. As Don Miguel Ruiz once said, you can have many great ideas in your head, but what makes the difference is the action. Without action upon an idea, there will be no manifestation, no results, and no reward. So the creation of this video in itself can be seen as my first act in the right direction. It's a stepping stone in the opposite direction of my complacency. There's a process to it. Setting up the camera in a public setting, filming myself play golf, a sport that I'm just learning for the first time, going through the process of editing the video and hearing my voice on the voiceover. It's all very new to me, and it's a way to break out of my shell and try something new. And most importantly, it's a way to consciously put myself in an uncomfortable situation, which I think is very important to force growth as an individual. I realize I've let so many ideas just sit and become stale in my mind over time. And it's not that they were bad ideas, it's just I didn't act quick enough. So you mix that with fear and laziness, and all of a sudden those ideas turn to dust. And you start overthinking, and what was once a great idea is now something you wouldn't even consider trying in the first place. And I'll be honest, I didn't give myself much direction when creating this video, but that really wasn't the point, it wasn't the purpose. The point was that I'm doing something I wouldn't normally do, and I am putting myself in an uncomfortable situation. I'm creating something rather than just consuming. And so my plan or my theory is that the more often I take action upon ideas that would normally only make it as far as thoughts in my head, the more I'll be able to force that growth as an individual and become closer to the truest version of myself. Because that's the goal at the end of the day, is to live up to my potential as a man. And I think anyone knows deep down inside the things that are holding them back. But in this world full of distractions and things that pull you left and right and take your time and energy, it's hard to stay on track and to work on the things that you know you need to improve in. I mean, the harsh reality is that life is short. And it's definitely too short to live on autopilot, doing the same mundane things over and over again, stuck in a cycle that you know you want to break out of. So the alternate route is to venture into the unknown, to put yourself out there, and to inevitably fail, and fail over and over and over again. But to learn from those failures and become better because of them. Because there's going to be times when you want to give up, but in those times it's the most important to keep going. And pretty much everything in life, you can't become great at something without being pretty bad at it at first. In the words of Dr. Jordan Peterson, you have to be willing to be a fool to advance. Again, it's just a part of the process. But I think if you put enough time and energy towards one specific goal, pretty much anything is achievable. But the fact of the matter is, you can't do that without taking the first leap.